Well, hello there and congratulations, for you have just taken your first step into improving your attitude. Let's begin this video in a different way. Let's take a deep breath and acknowledge a fact. Not a possibility, a fact. The LoL community is shit. It's at one of its lowest points right now for two big reasons. Every gaming community has its trolls, flamers, toxic people, and League is absolutely no exception to that. The game just isn't as fun as it used to be for a lot of people, and because of this, even the good guys and the patient people lose a little bit more of their temper, since not only are they losing, but they're losing at a game which isn't even fun to play, but they can't stop. And you know what the recipe for tilt is? You tilt when you're forcing yourself to play and you are not at your best. Therefore, you lose more games and the continuous circle repeats. Now, don't get me wrong, I am a firm believer that League can return to the great game it once was. Otherwise, I wouldn't even be making this video. Because one of the reasons why it's shit right now, in my opinion, is that Riot cannot allow champions such as Fizz, Diana, Echo, etc. to build tanky and still one-shot you or five-shot you. The problem with these assassins is that you can't even kill them as tanks because of their increased mobility, but they can always kill you just by building a Sunfire and a Frozen Heart. I know that at the point at which I'm making this video, this no longer applies, since Riot was able to fix it through a series of nerfs. But just a few months ago, I was dealing with top tank Echoes every other game. Now, here's the thing. Riot excels at making mistakes, almost as much as it excels at correcting those mistakes. No matter how long it takes, they will keep going at it until a balance is achieved. Yes, you will always have the meta OP champs, that's inevitable, but stick with League and stick with Riot, because better days will surely come. The world has yet to witness the rise and dominance of esports. On to the actual topic of this video. If you're watching this, then that means you recognize that attitude is a big deal in League, or it could mean that you yourself have bad attitude and want to improve. If you can do that, then congratulations, you've managed to take your first step into improving, and that is to accept that you have attitude problems. At the same time, you have to accept that these problems will not be resolved in a fortnight. That mentality is part of what we are trying to deal with. It takes time to be good. If you're in bronze or in silver and you think you should be in diamond, this is a big deal to keep in mind. Aim lower and give yourself time to reach your objectives. If you're silver, try to end the season in gold and be happy about that. If you're gold, aim for plat, etc. Do you have a diamond in your friends list? Go and check their hours in the game. I bet he has a lot more hours than you do. And don't call him out for being addicted or having too much free time. Acknowledge his effort and recognize that you too want to be where he's at. This is the best recipe for getting better. In fact, it's the only recipe for getting better. Apart from watching my videos, that is. But I will take that as a given. It takes time to get good, and patience alongside it. With patience comes calm, and with calm comes rationality. And being more rational means you will be better at decision making. Now here's the second thing you have to do to improve your attitude. Be open to your teammates' opinions and suggestions. I'm not saying you should agree with a teammate who's flaming another teammate. I mean, listen when somebody says you're doing something wrong. Don't shut your ears, mute him and call him a flamer. Listen to what he says. Sometimes he might be wrong and you move on, but other times he might be right and you can learn something new. Backing up just a little bit. One of the biggest attitude problems most people deal with is they argue a lot, and that needs to be stopped. And it can be stopped in two ways. The first one guarantees a solution, but I'd like for you to try the second option. Now the first one is to just press enter at the beginning of a game and type / mute all. Take the win, take the loss, move on. The second option is to remain your cool and be a leader. A leader doesn't argue. He gives out orders because he has proven again and again that he is good at decision making. But for that, you need to be good at decision making. And odds are you are not. So be a leader, but accept that everyone on your team has as much right to be a leader as you, and that their opinions are valid too. So if someone suggests something, either agree or disagree and explain why. Simple, isn't it? Well, it sure sounds like that, but most of the time the other person will start arguing, and that is when you press the mute. Don't lose your time arguing. Try to keep it simple. Decision making is very important though, but I will try to address that in a different video and keep this one all about attitude. But let's just see it shortly. There are two ways to improve at decision making. Number one is to play the game a lot, and the best role for that is jungler. You will need to call the shots on Baron, Dragon, who to feed, when to push, etc. You will make a lot of mistakes in terms of decision making, but that's exactly what the second way is about. The second way is to watch the replay of your games and learn from your mistakes. Essentially, you are coaching yourself. I would like to finish this tutorial by giving you a mental note for you to imprint as strongly as possible on your brain. And that is, you can't win every game. Even pros have around a 60 to 65 to 70% win rate. That means people playing 12 hours a day for the last 5 to 6 years still lose at least 30% of their games. You are not even close to those hours, are you? And you're expecting to win 100% of them? You should be satisfied if you can maintain a positive win rate all throughout the season. Don't go on tilt because you lost 3 games in a row. Just stop playing. And the next day, win 4 to compensate. That is something I have as a rule for myself. Whenever I lose 2 games in a row, I stop and I am forbidden to do anything league related for at least 2 hours. Same thing for when I win 3 games in a row, because I know I won't try my best in that 4th one. Finally, let's talk some objectives. 0 to 10. Go AFK when you feed. 20. You're toxic every game. 30. Accept you're bad and you will improve. 40. /mute all. 50. Remain calm during games. 60. Listen and encourage your teammates. 70. Listen to higher players. 80. Have rational decision making. 90. Be open to criticism and never tilt. 100. You have been granted the virtue of patience and calm by God. You are now a leader. As always with these guides, dedicate a few games to improving your attitude. Focus on that and only that, and you will see yourself improve. If you can, and if this helped you out, leave a like and subscribe because it will really help me out. And it will probably also help you out because I'll be making more videos in the future teaching you how to get better. Thank you for watching. Sakeios out.